We have a special guest joining us in studio. It's Hulk Hogan.
I did not see this coming.
No?
Brother, I didn't see it coming either. When I landed at Detroit Airport, brother, I thought I was going against Andre the Giant or, the Macho Man or Roddy Piper, but I'm here to sell beer, guys. That's awesome. I don't have to work.
The real American beer that you have introduced, and will be all around Detroit today. We'll get to where you'll be coming up in a minute.
Cool.
Gator, you started reminiscing immediately.
Oh, yeah. I mean, because I'm a huge professional wrestling fan, and the first time I watched wrestling was at my grandfather's knee in rural Wisconsin, watching the old AWA stuff with Vern Gagne.
Oh, boy.
And I mean,
that's where Hulkamania started.
I know. Believe me, I know. I'm not a historian, but I'd like to think I kind of am. I know all this stuff about wrestling. And the first time I ever saw the matches was live, was at Cobo to see you and Dr. D.D. Schultz. But obviously, there's a lot of history here, man. And coming back to Detroit, how often do you get to Detroit? Because this is one of the hotbed of professional wrestling.
Well, over the 40 years of my career, we came here all the time to wrestle, from Joe Louis, Cobo, Richfield Coliseum. Oh, I'm not Richfield. I mean Silverdome. Get the buildings mixed up here. But yeah, I was in and out of here all the time. Then a buddy of mine, Tony Carlini, did all the prototypes for Iacocca. So I was bouncing in and out doing car stuff with him. So I spent a lot of time here in Detroit.
What's your favorite car, out of curiosity? Just because
I'm a Mopar guy, bro.
Okay.
So right now, I mean, I have all the old stuff. I got a couple 69 Roadrunners, a couple 71 Cudas, but I had got the new stuff too. I got all the Hellcats, all the Red Eyes, but the two cars I just bought, the Demon 170s, those 1,025 horsepower Demons, those things are crazy. But yeah, it's all Mopar and no car for me.
You're driving those things. You only drive them on a track somewhere, or is this?
No, brother, I don't tear my stuff up. I really don't do that. I just like fast cars and like to have the gas pedal there if you need it, but nothing crazy, man. Nothing crazy. I take care of my stuff.
Do you miss the ring?
Yes, it kills me not to be able to go out there, because every night I start jonesing about 7:30, 8 o'clock, I start getting this turbulence, and it's kind of weird because it's like the ultimate workout. You get to go out there and wear yourself out completely. You sweat yourself to death from head to toe, and it's more or less the physicality and being around all the guys and having that part of my life. I do miss the crowds and the people because the energy was nuts, but I miss it a lot.
What's your best memory of Detroit?
Best memory, of course, bro, it had to be WrestleMania 3, Pontiac Silverdome. I mean, the Cobo Arena in Joe Louis, I've got some crazy memories there. I had some wars in those buildings. But, I got to go back to, WrestleMania 3. That's the one.
Did you ever wrestle the original Sheik?
No, not the one from Detroit. No.
Because that guy was the most terrifying wrestler I ever saw in my life. Even to this day, that the original Sheik, who's a legend in Detroit, was like the ultimate heel of professional wrestling. Who was the ultimate heel that you wrestled?
Well, you said his name earlier. The ultimate heel actually was Dr. D, David Schultz, during the day. I mean, he's the one that slapped John Stossel. He's the one that was just like, way over the top. He would not even let his guard down. If you said professional wrestling was fake or you put on a good show, he would go bonkers on you. He was real stiff.
Is there ever a wrestler that you're like, I don't understand why this guy isn't making it? He's got the look, he's got the moves, and he's just not getting the notoriety.
Well, a lot of guys don't figure it out. A lot of guys, are in the business 20, 30, 40 years like me, and they make a living and they pride themselves on being a main event guy or semi-main event guy or mid-card guy. But there's an art form to this, and a lot of people don't have the it factor. Like the it factor like The Rock had, or like Stone Cold Steve Austin had, or like Andre the Giant had. And, once you got to figure the business out, there's a lot more to it than just wrestling in the ring, So you have to be a pretty good businessman, to do the merchandise and all the ancillary stuff and basically protect your character and be innovative enough to change your character and make transitions and stay healthy. A lot of guys don't know how to stay healthy out there because you do get hurt really bad out there. I've had 27 surgeries over 30 surgeries in the last 12 years.
Just in the last 12 years since you.
Yeah, my body shut down on me. I've had 10 back surgeries, both hips, both knees done, 2 shoulders, abs, orbital socket fixed several times from getting kicked in the face. nobody gave me the memo that stuff was fake. You know?
Well, you broke your leg when you first started, and the Briscoes took you out.
I didn't
and
break my
stretched you
leg.
out?
They did.
Well, they broke your leg.
The very first day they broke my leg, you know, just because they wanted to run me off. I was playing in a rock and roll band. I had real long blonde hair and went down there and thought I could be a wrestler, and they broke my leg and said, don't ever come back again.
Wow. And yet you came back.
Yes, sir.
Well, the Real American Beer,
Yes,
what are
sir.
people getting when they sample the Real American Beer?
They're getting the beer that America's been waiting for, brother. We worked really hard to get this right, simply because, you know, we really believe that this is going to be America's new beer. From the response we're getting, we knew we had something good. We had no idea it was going to be this big, this fast. So we're a little bit overwhelmed at the response. But I think people are getting a beer that they're going to continue drinking for generations. I think this is going to be a generational transition that people are going to move away from a lot of the Anheuser-Busch products, the Coors products, the past Blue Ribbon, and get on Team Hogan. And I think once they taste the beer, they're going to realize that we're for real.
Well, you're moving around Metro Detroit today. I'm going to run down your schedule
I
here.
dare you.
Red Wagon Party Store in Troy at 2:30. Beverage Warehouse in Beverly Hills at 4. O'Toole's in Royal Oak at 7:30, and the Old Shillelagh in Detroit at 8:45.
I know all four of those places.
You're going to be very busy
And
today.
there's no time to eat or go to the bathroom. Great. Thanks, Chad. Appreciate it, brother.
Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy your stop at
You guys
Detroit.
are awesome, man. Thank you.
There he
Thanks,
is.
Hulk.
Wow. Hulk Hogan.
That's Hulk Hogan.
I know.
That just happened.
I know. This doesn't feel real.
I mean, I hope that the cans come in 24-inch Python cans. They come in.
Oh,
that
wow. I
size.
love that.
24-ounce.
Python.
24-ounce Pythons.
Chad, you hear that? 24-ounce
I'm
Python.
an
can.
idea guy.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm an
yeah,
idea.
Wow,
guy.
that's strong. Actually, I do have Andre the Giant's license, too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was the only wrestler that he kind of liked. And I went to his daughter and said, I'd love to sell some Andre stuff. She goes, well, you were the only wrestler that my dad ever talked about and liked. So we're talking about doing 40-ounce real American slams, 40-ounce beers. So all that stuff is in the works.
All where it belongs.
Yeah.
Best of luck. Thanks for
Thanks,
stopping
guys.
by.
Thanks, Hulk.
Thank you, brothers, for letting me in your house.
Hulk Hogan joining us in studio. Thanks, guys. Unexpected and certainly all around Detroit, you are thrilled.
What's today? Wednesday.
Gator is absolutely thrilled.
We had an inkling like an hour ago. Somebody said something.
Yeah.
Like, hey, a rumor has it that he might. I'm like, what? What? Hulk Hogan. Interesting. All right. So the Hulkster.
Well,
Yeah,
you
I
know
mean-
what this is? This is like if suddenly you look at the inverse of this. What would
Yeah.
be the inverse of this where I would ask all the questions and you would just kind of
If
say,
Tom Brady's behind me,
it would be Tom Brady. 100% if it were Tom Brady.
or Jack Campbell.